Greetings, YouTube. Danny Staten here on the Daily Dan Blog. We're looking at Heart Throbs, number 46, from 1956. This could be one of the oldest books I've ever had. Got a really cool 10-cent price tag on it. I love that. And it's even got that little approved by the Comics Code thing. The Comics Authority back from the 50s and 40s that messed up all the good books. It's Heart Throbs. It's a love story from the 1950s. Oh my God, YouTube. This could be the worst book I've ever seen. And as we bust this bad boy open, we find out that back in the day in 1956, nurses could make up to $15 a day. Isn't that interesting? $15 a day, which is probably more than this bitch in the red dress can make. She looked like a prostitute, don't she? Oh my God. Anyway, she's having trouble finding a man. There's a surprise, huh? In this horror story, it should be, this bitch is looking for a man, and she's constantly on the make looking for a man. This whole book is this chick trying to get a man, but she don't want to kiss the man. But they got a nice car, and they go for a ride. Finally, he gets some sugar. Wow. So basically, YouTube, in this Valentine's Day nightmare, you just basically get a chick going around shopping for a husband, and this Mickey Mouse looking guy is hitting on her. Look at this dude. Oh my God, how swerve and debonair can you be? We'll just call that guy the Swerve Show. So in this comic book called Heartthrob from 1956, we see the Swerve Show over here hitting up on young Lois Lane. This book's like a Superman story without Superman. You got the Jimmy Olsen Swerve, and you got the Lois Lane, and they're on a little lovey-dovey thing, but they have no action, no story, and nothing going on. And believe it or not, YouTube, that is the whole first story in the book. Lois Lane, she looks good in bed, don't she? That's a nice outfit, Lois. She's out to get old Jimmy Olsen, and she winds up with Jimmy, and we're going to live happily ever after in the final panels of this crappy story with the only action is the bitch fainting. Wow, God. Heartthrob, 1956, the most boring book that ever existed. And in the second story in this book is really going to be a kind of a little Twilight Zone thing. This chick, who also has trouble finding a man, apparently that was a thing back in the 1950s. I guess most of them got killed in the war. But she's in love with a statue guy. Statue guy's got a cool face. She wishes her boyfriend had the statue guy's face. And wishes and wishes and wishes. But I will give credit where the art in this book is truly wonderful. They draw the chicks looking cool and sexy. You don't get that much in old books from 1956. Of course, for a Valentine's Day book called Heartthrob, you ought to get a little sexiness, right? Of course, you don't get that much. She loves a statue guy. Wow. So, for some reason, they don't really explain. Statue guy gets a real body, and the boyfriend winds up the statue guy. Twilight Zone-y, but crappy. And I swear, YouTube, I swear, check this out. If I can get it to turn, that's the end of the story, and we go on to the dancing partner. All these jitterbugging fools from 1956. You remember when people danced to jitterbug and looked like that? I don't. I wasn't born back then, but some people was. And YouTube, we're going to rock around the clock tonight. We're going to rock till broad daylight. And we're going to dance, and we're going to jitterbug in this boring story of dancing and love from 1956. Oh, my God. You know, I'm going to have a great big mixed drink when I get done reviewing this piece of shit. I tell you what, dancing bitch over here is really getting on my nerves. This is a whole story about some dancing from 1956. I don't even like jitterbugs. And the way I figured that one was going to end, bitch is still dancing. And that's the story, and it's over. And you can find out how to get rid of some pimples over here with some skin cream. That shit probably gave you cancer because it was 1956, and they didn't really know how to make medicine back then. And advice to the loved ones. We're going to get some Dear Abby up in this bitch. Dear Abby, ah. And the last story in the book's called I'm in a marrying mood. And anybody in this book's probably going to be in a suicidal mood. So, in this Valentine's Day special, we get another twisted tale of some bitch looking for a man, even though she's drawn really nice and looks like a great little chick, don't she? That's the wonderful sexiness in this book. I give the art a thumbs up, story a thumbs down. Don't you just love a book that's full of love and happy endings and all Valentine's Day and stuff? And I ain't recording, am I? Yeah, I am. Oh, that's good. Well, surprisingly, this book from 1956 is in really remarkable shape. I've only seen a couple of little dings in it. And in case you're wondering, YouTube, I am trying to keep this quick and short because it's a nothing book. The only thing I can talk about is how good the art is, how the love stories are, and oh my God, here's the last panel. And of course, they're going to get married, drive off into the sunset. Look, she looks good in her wedding dress, huh? I guess that's about the end of that story, wouldn't you say, YouTube? Yep, that's the end of that story, YouTube. So we're going to take a look at these commercials where you can get 10 dresses for $3.45 because it's 1956. You're down, what the hell? You can get some show movies on your little movie projector. I should have bought that. They didn't have that when I was a kid. Oh my God. And moving right along, if you need money, here's $150 for you. You can become a prostitute and sell your stuff. Oh my God. Ah! And you get the walking doll. That's Miss Beasley. That's some scary looking stuff right there. I bet that fucker comes alive and tries to get you in the middle of the night. Ah! I take it back, YouTube. This is the one that's going to come alive and try to get you here on the back of that book. I'm sorry I did this so quick, but it was just a love story. The main thing I wanted to show was the really cool art, and the art's awesome. It's a Heart Throbs from 1956, number 46. It's one of the oldest books I have. And I thought, since I just got it for the sure purpose of doing a Valentine's Day Heart Throbs book, that's why you get to see this piece of crap. But it's going on my wall because it's one of the oldest ones I got. I hope you enjoyed my Valentine's Day special. I think you thought you was going to get some lovey-dovey stuff instead of this. But surprise! Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for old Daily Dan. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. I love all y'all. And be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for Daily Dan. Till next time, blog over. What a crappy book.